If you need to gear up for a GTA 5 DLC or just want some other cool games, be sure to check out G2A with the link in the description and use code BOSS for an extra discount. Hey, how's it going, guys? MrBossFTW here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm doing another Q&A video where I take your questions from Twitter and I answer them all in this video. So today's Q&A is obviously going to be heavily dominated regarding sort of the upcoming DLCs for GTA Online, including the Halloween one, which is going to be coming out fairly soon. We'll talk about that in the Q&A, and also the impact that Red Dead Redemption 2 is ultimately going to have on Grand Theft Auto Online and the GTA series as well. So as always, if you want to be featured in a future video, just go down in the description to follow me on Twitter and use the hashtag AskBoss whenever I'm looking for Q&A questions, and you might find yourself featured in the next video. But of course, we got a lot to talk about today, so let's not waste any more time and let's get it started. So the first big question I got, and this was asked by multiple people, was when is the Halloween update coming out? You know, when is the 2016 Halloween surprise expected to release in Grand Theft Auto Online? Are we even getting one? Number one, yes, we are going to get some form of Halloween update. There's already been content that is unreleased in the game right now that is so clearly Halloween related that it pretty much guarantees that that's going to be a thing. Number two, when is it going to be coming out? Well, the likely date for this is going to be on Tuesday. Believe it or not, we are still on the event week that happened nearly 14 days ago when the Raptor and the other vehicle released, the upgraded version of the Demon. Believe it or not, we are still on that event week. That actually lasted for 2 weeks. But yeah, the Halloween update is likely going to be coming out in 2 days on October 25th. Now, I'm not sure if that update is going to be lasting for 2 weeks as well. I'm not sure if Rockstar's got like a new pattern they like for event weeks or if it's only going to last for a week. I would imagine that the Halloween content, Rockstar would want to give an opportunity to last for more than just a week. So I'm going to guess that this one will be 2 as well. Now, as far as the release timeline goes, I would imagine that it's going to release very early in the morning on Tuesday. So very similarly to when other tunables update, it's probably going to happen around 5 a.m. on the East Coast time. Now, as always, you can just go into like a time zone converter website and pull up 5 a.m. Eastern time, and you'll be able to find your time zone. But basically, it's around 5 a.m. EST, obviously for the East Coast of the United States. For the West Coast, it's around 2 a.m. EST, and somewhere in Europe and in the UK, close to around 10 or 11 a.m. as to when we can expect this content to be coming out and to be releasing. So that's my best guess for when it's going to be releasing. Obviously, nothing has been confirmed by Rockstar, but just based off of how close we are proximity-wise till Halloween and of the content we know so far, it's likely that in just 2 short days and at really early in the morning around 5 a.m. for me, this new content is going to be coming out, which is going to be very, very exciting. And as always, I will be up streaming it, making videos, having fun with you guys. So when that does come out, I'll let you know. And obviously, we're going to have a lot of fun and we're going to make some videos and stuff like that. Now, the next big question I got regarding the Halloween update had something to do with the vehicles. Questions like, do you think all of the 6 missing vehicles will be coming this Tuesday? Which vehicles do you expect to release for the Halloween update? You know, is the Yuga van coming with the Halloween update? There were a ton of questions about the vehicles themselves, and I'm going to be trying to tackle all of them right now. So let's start with a general question. Are all 6 remaining unreleased vehicles going to be coming out this Tuesday? I highly doubt it. I mean, Rockstar added that many for a reason. They're going to space it out so that they can kind of buy themselves time to the next Grand Theft Auto Online updates. So I'm going to say it's 99.999% likely that all 6 vehicles do not release. But I do think there are going to be a handful that do release. My prediction is, come Tuesday, if indeed that's when the Halloween update comes out, that 2 to 3 new vehicles will be added into Grand Theft Auto Online. Now, I think it's pretty obvious that the Sanctus Skull Chopper bike is going to be one of those vehicles. I mean, that is just a home run. Clearly makes sense that that's a Halloween vehicle. But what about some of the other ones? My prediction is we're either going to see 2 vehicles or 3, the Sanctus being one of them. The other one could be the Tornado Rat Rod, which I think kind of has a Halloween vibe to it. And the other one could be the Yuga Classic. And the reason I say the Yuga Classic is because it has a livery that's based off of the Mystery Machine from the Scooby-Doo cartoons, which kind of was always about like solving mysteries and Halloween and spooky and scary stuff. So that's my prediction. We're either going to see 2 vehicles or we're going to see 3 vehicles, the Tornado Rat Rod, the Yuga Classic, and obviously the Sanctus. That's my best prediction right there. And if that is the case where 3 vehicles are released, that would mean that we have 3 remaining, including the Vortex, the Eski, and the Shotaro, which I'm assuming would be released in a later date sometime in November. So that's kind of my prediction for the vehicles in terms of when we could expect them to come out, including some of the ones that are likely to happen in just a few short days on Tuesday. Now, that's a great segue into the next question, which comes from Nature Boy Manning 55, who tweets me, do you think any of the unreleased vehicles will go away once the Halloween update is over? Yes, I do believe that the Halloween vehicles are going to be timed, just like they were last year. However, if you buy them, you'll have access to them forever. So that means even after the Halloween update, if you decide to sell your vehicle, you can still go back and buy them again. All you have to do is purchase them once during the update, and you'll be able to have them stored on the in-game websites forever. So that's what I'm saying. Even if you're kind of on the fence about them, and even though you might be short on money, it might be worth it just to buy them just because of how rare they will be after this week or 2 period that's up. Because like I said, if you didn't buy them, they will never be available again. So if you decide to change your mind or stumble across some money, well, it'll be too late because you won't have the option to buy those vehicles anymore. So that's something to keep in mind, that yeah, after the update, they will probably go away. So up next, I also got a lot of questions about what's going on with Grand Theft Auto Online and what's going to happen to Grand Theft Auto Online because of the announcement of Red Dead Redemption 2. So a lot of people are saying, you know, what's going to be the final DLC for Grand Theft Auto Online? You know, is Red Dead Redemption 2 signaling the end for GTA Online updates? And I think that might actually be the case. I do believe that when Red Dead Redemption 2 is released, Grand Theft Auto Online will likely not receive any more major updates. Now, that isn't to say that it won't be updated ever to fix glitches or bugs, or maybe add some of the festive Halloween, Christmas content that's already in the game for like 2017 and 2018. But I think Rockstar is going to be very dedicated trying to build Red Dead Redemption 2, a multiplayer mode, very similarly to Grand Theft Auto Online. So do I think that the end of Grand Theft Auto Online updates is going to be coming soon? Yeah, I think it's going to happen whenever Red Dead Redemption 2 releases, which right now is scheduled for fall of 2017. But obviously, knowing Rockstar, they are no stranger to delaying games. So I'm actually thinking that it might be closer to spring of 2018 before this game actually releases. So like I said, I still think we've got a lot of time left in Grand Theft Auto Online, but I think we can finally now see the light at the end of the tunnel for when the updates are going to stop, and that clearly looks to be the release date of Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, kind of merging onto that, we have another question from Wade, who tweets at me, do you think the Red Dead Redemption 2 online multiplayer will be better than Grand Theft Auto Online? Now, that's a subjective question because there's going to be some people that are watching this video that only like GTA. There might be some people that watch this video that really only like Red Dead Redemption or Red Dead series in general. So that question is kind of skewed. But do I think that Rockstar will take some of the good things from online and place them into Red Dead Redemption 2's multiplayer? Absolutely. I think it's going to be heavily based off of the successes we saw in Grand Theft Auto Online. And I also think it's going to be better in some ways because Rockstar have really learned their lesson. Grand Theft Auto Online was the first time that Rockstar really tried to dive into a expansive online multiplayer mode. We never really saw that with the first Red Dead Redemption. We didn't really see that with GTA 4. It was more just like an open sandbox mode. So I think they've learned a lot, and I think we're going to see that be more polished in Red Dead Redemption 2's multiplayer, which is really exciting because even if, like I said, you're not a fan of the single player, it might be a really fun open world sandbox online mode that I think is going to be really cool. Is going to take the best of what Grand Theft Auto Online offered to us. All right, you guys keep asking me about this, and I think this is funny. This question comes from Liam, who tweets at me, how long do you think the Tuners and Outlaws DLC would take to make? So you guys are so hyped about Tuners and Outlaws, and it isn't even a real update. It's obviously something fan-made by GTA Wise Guy, but I did talk about how it could be possible Rockstar can introduce this into the game. So I think that it would take a good bit of time. In fact, it might, in my opinion, be one of the last updates for online if this is something that Rockstar seriously considered trying to produce, because obviously updates aren't just going to appear out of nowhere. They take time to develop and to flesh out all of the ideas. So I think that it would take somewhere along the lines of like 10 to 11 to maybe 12 months if Rockstar were actually serious about introducing this update into the game. I know a lot of people look back to the Bikers petition and the Bikers content and say, whoa, the Bikers petition came out in like April and we got it in October. Well, it's likely that Rockstar was working on Bikers well before that petition came out. So if Tuners and Outlaws is to be a thing, I would imagine it would maybe take a year or so to ultimately make in Grand Theft Auto Online, because I don't think Rockstar is going to push it before content that they already have planned, which they already sound like they have a content plan for the next couple months or so. So like I said, I would imagine it would be more than a year or so. All right, and our final question today comes from Stone Hogland, who tweets me, do you think Rockstar will add full Halloween costumes into GTA Online? I wish, Stone. That sounds awesome. Unfortunately, it looks like all of the Halloween content is already in the game, though, which is going to be the new vehicles in the adversary mode, which means in order to do that, Rockstar would have to add a new DLC into the game, and I don't think they're going to be doing that. But it has been really fun because that's allowed me to do opportunities like live streams, creating costume content where we like all get together and create the best outfits in online. And speaking of that, I am going to be doing a live stream later today on my channel where we're going to be doing our grand finale prep for the Halloween update in online. So stay tuned for that on my channel. It's going to be very soon. But Stone, unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be happening in the game. But anyways, like I said, that's all the questions that I'm going to be tackling in this week's Q&A. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. As always, if you want to be featured in the next video, go down in the description, follow me on Twitter, and just use the hashtag AskBoss whenever I'm looking for Q&A questions like this. If you did go on to enjoy, a like rating would be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. Like I said, I am going to be live streaming soon on my channel, so stay tuned for that. But of course, with that out of the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.